Good evening, I'm Natsu, this is Final Fantasy 15, and let's get started with the finale of the post-game dungeons. Okay. So I'm getting used to getting back to the format of just being back on my PS4. Because I was trying to do some things with my Switch, and the previous stream was basically me playing Breath of the Wild, so that was interesting. It was actually pretty fun. Yo, snap contest! Snapshot contest.
Should be able to make some good time today.
Winning snapshots of the first photo contest on display now. Theme, Mogo Chocobo Carnival. I didn't know it can go all the way back here. That's weird. Oh, look! Look at that! Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was a thing. That's so weird. Let's see.
Nothing but junk food. Huh.
Okay. So that's weird and crazy. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it switches. There we go. Director's Director's Choice Award. Welcome to the Carnival. JP Community Team Award. NA Community Team Award. So these are some of the pictures that people were taking. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Close. Oh. Okay, so I've been pretty crappy and I did not do anything since last time. So that means that I need to do some Almancy. Oh, fine. Potions. Oh, it doesn't really matter how many high potions I get anyways, I guess. Oh, well, I guess I can go to healing level 99, but beyond that. I'll store it. And so what I need to do is I need to go to a couple more places. Let's see, does it take me there?
Everything in order?
Yep.
All right.
I'm just wondering if it'll take me right there. Nope.
Still a bit of a walk from here.
No, yeah, that's still that's still a walk. There we
Ready
go.
when you are, Ignis.
Off we go. Let's.
It should be close by. There we go.
Pretty damn windy.
I can't see a thing.
Oh wow. I think this is new. Either I haven't been around this area that long for me to notice that and that sometimes there are some dust ups or stuff like this, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't think this has been a thing before. Yeah, I'll go straight there. I'm gonna try to get as many well, not potions, as many spells as I can make, actually, so that I can recover, basically.
We need to replenish our supply of curatives.
Gotcha.
Okay, and that should top me off for that.
You want to make camp?
No, I don't. There's an item there. There we go. Sharp bone. Elemancy. Pretty much another one. Another healing spell. I wonder... store that one as well. I have a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more slots that I can use, so... I'd say... 5 more healing spells, and then... 3 of just, like, fire, thunder, I mean, one of each, basically, fire, thunder, and whatever. I'm still gonna try to do this as quick as possible, though, too. I want to do this as soon as possible, or as fast as possible, so that way I can get to the actual dungeon. Because again, this is going to be an attempt. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to finish the whole thing, just because I can't use items at all, and that's why I'm doing this for now. That's why I'm doing this right now. I know there's some other things that I need to do and actually get accomplished, but I don't know. But this is also going to be kind of the end of my scheduled streams. I know technically it was supposed to be yesterday, because I usually stream on Fridays, Final Fantasy, or well, Final Fantasy 15, and then I was supposed to be streaming Metal Gear Solid 5 today, but at the same time I kind of got sidetracked yesterday, so. And plus, I was trying to get some stuff ready so that I can actually stream Breath of the Wild. So I wanted to make sure that I actually got that stuff set up and everything. So that's why I was doing that yesterday, and I didn't really get a chance to stream this. These load times, though. It's so weird to go from a game that gives you load times that are super quick to a game where you've got to wait
Should be a nice
so
change
long
of pace.
to actually get from place to place quickly. What? What just happened? There are two kind of quests: main quests and side quests. Main quests advance the story, while side quests promote exploration and offer additional bonuses. Adjust your active quest from the main menu. Honestly, that was pretty weird.
I didn't
mean to do that.
you do that.
Okay.
Knocked. Overhead.
Not that way, not that way. Over there.
Remember, they're just as scared of us.
Easy as they come.
Easy as they come as I run away. Okay, so this is the electricity. And where is it?
To the right! Got it.
Oh, I can't do anything.
No idea what they're up against.
You said it.
Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum 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 bum ba-dum bum.
This sounds like you're having fun.
I have way too much fun with that sometimes. So back to the car and then back to some other place where I can actually get some more magic.
Imperial Close above us!
Thanks.
Okay, so where is the next spot where I can actually do that? This is actually a good spot. Set as a destination.
Everything in
Alright,
order.
cool.
Yep.
Gentle breath. It's from Final Fantasy 3. Oh. I think this is still from Final Fantasy 3, but it's from Dissidia 012. I mean, is it 012 or is it 012? Oh, I love this song! The remix is kind of weird.
Do we have to walk?
The remix was kind of weird because I did not know it was that song. I should have known from the name, because it's the name says it all. Basically, it's like it's battle.
I am not into wildlife. More of a pet guy.
Oh, really?
Stop bitching, start killing.
Man, I took them all out. Nice. Come on. This is ridiculous. Sometimes it's just weird to, like, try to go through places.
We're here.
Okay, some more Almancy. And then I'll store that. And I have too many slots for that. Might as well get whatever else I can.
The hunt is on.
The Prince of Pain.
Yep, well here we are.
Back to it.
Right.
That seemed like a pretty big fall. But, oh well. Let's see, okay, so there's the next stop. This is going to take a bit to load.
Who's up for a hike?
All right. So I've got a couple of things that I need to do again. So, where was I? I think I need to...
Let's have some light.
I know
Sounds
I had
good.
to get some elemency stuff. I know I need to get some other things going on. But I wasn't really sure if I'm trying to decide whether I need to get everything or not. Because like I said, it's gonna be an attempt, so I don't know if I need to, or if I really want to actually get everything. So, speaking of which, oh, there it is.
And here we
That's
are.
the ice, and the fire and the lightning is somewhere close by. Oh man, for some reason I'm absorbing a lot more ice than I am anything else. That is kind of weird. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this up.
Everything in order?
I'm going to finish this up and then I'm going to go to Castlemark. I'm going to save it before I even go in there. So that way, once I actually go inside, I can attempt it and see what I can do. I'm just going to attempt it once. If I don't really get too far, I'm just going to call it quits for tonight. And then I'm going to attempt it again either tomorrow or Monday. Like, basically my goal is to make sure that I finish this off by, before Friday. Because I really don't want to have this looming over my head before I start Final Fantasy X. I'm also wondering. I'm also kind of wondering because of the fact that I have. I know there's what is there? There's an update that actually just came out, 1.08, and the thing is that I was supposed to. I guess I was supposed to update that, but I didn't do it because I wanted to make sure that I actually was streaming. Because as soon as I started opening, I pretty much put it on like a couple minutes ago, and the update was running, and it's like, oh hey, the update is pretty much.
Made it.
The update was pretty much like, yo, you've got like 99 hours before this thing actually, you know, downloads and stuff, and I'm like, nope. And so, gonna craft this, store it away, and call it for now.
Wah!
Wah! Yeah, and it seems to be absorbing more ice than I am anything else, honestly. It's weird. Like, maybe it's just my imagination, but it seems to be that way. So I'm gonna take the Regalia and I'm gonna go straight to Castlemark. And then as soon as I get to the entrance, I'm gonna save it. Actually, you know what? I might just save it here. Such a long loading time! No way! Seriously, these loading times are pretty long. Oh, this is why I love Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild's loading times are like super quick. And it heard me talking shit, so it's like, uh-huh.
Where do we go from here? Huh.
I think... Oh, that's not it. Here we go. I'm gonna manually save it here. So that way I know for a fact that's where I'm at. But I need to actually give people some gear. Sort inventory. I need to give... I need to give Noctis the adamantite bangle. I need to give Ignis the... or something special that I need to actually give him. The Good Chambermaid. An accessory exclusively for Ignis. Automatically uses high potions when Noctis' HP falls to half. So that's what I need. For him. Everybody else is, or should be fine. Impulse. Trigger Happy is the only thing that I need to take out, because I'm going to use Gravisphere. Because I think Gravisphere worked pretty well with magic users.
Magitech engine. It's close.
Cut it out, man!
I'm not gonna cut it out. And actually, I was going the wrong way. So we shall see, honestly. We shall see if this actually works out for the best.
Yeah, you guys better take this one. Last thing I need now.
Nope.
Eyes peeled, mouth closed.
Not about to. Getting out of here. Because you know what's important? Getting to this dungeon. Because this dungeon is going to be a long-ass dungeon.
Sleepy. It is about that time.
It is about that time. Iggy, if it wasn't for the fact that it is that time, I would have said something. Kind of weird that you don't fall, but at the same time, I guess it's for progression's sake. Because I think the first one that I actually went through, it was somewhat lenient. Or linear as well. It's linear in terms of like where you can go, where you can't go. It's lenient. It was lenient in the sense that you can't really make a mistake in terms of where to go, to a certain degree. At least in the early part of this thing, because yeah. This whole thing is like super long to actually go through though too. Well, maybe not super long, but it's just like
Let's not get ourselves away.
It takes a while to actually get to where I need to go in terms of like everything.
Hey, Pronto! Stay on your feet! None the worse for wear.
Bring on the next one.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are going to be saying that since we start going into the actual Castlemark.
No big deal.
I just hope there isn't a lot of status effects in the next dungeon because of the fact that I don't want to be switching out the adamantoids or the adamantite, whatever, bangle and the ribbon. Because the ribbon negates all the status effect stuff, and the adamantite gives me so much more in terms of like health and everything. And I really don't want to try and negotiate with myself whether I want to. Oh, you know what? I should have absorbed it. Should have absorbed the fire. Maybe I can still go back. I don't want to pretend that one is better than the other, or the other one, that I'll be able to survive without the other one.
Huh.
Blah. Because the ribbon is so much more useful than the adamantoid, the bangle. Because even though the bangle gives me a ton of health, the idea that I can negate any of the idea that I can negate all the status effect stuff right from the gate is a lot better in a sense of survival. It depends on also, I mean, it also depends on the idea of how much the enemies are gonna actually hurt me. Would I... If I'm getting hit consistently at high degrees with an enemy that can also status me, I'd rather just at least avoid the status. Where am I going? Well, at least there's this. It seems like I'm quasi going in the right direction. Yeah, I should be going. I should be going on the right direction. Oh, these long corridors. So I definitely want to one-shot this whole thing. Again, if I don't make it in this first try, then I'm just gonna call it. Because I also want to make sure that I have some time to actually do stuff and grind outside of stream. Because I want to call it the end, basically, but at the same time, I don't want to, I want to be able to call it the end, but I'm not going to rush it. I'd rather make this an attempt to go to the end. Because I know it was difficult to go through the last dungeon that I had to go through.
Doors.
It was difficult to go through the last dungeon, but at the same time, it's not something that it's not something that I think I'm going to be able to do right off the bat. And even if let's say I'm able to, then it wasn't as tough as I thought it was going to be.
Let's hit it.
And even if it is as tough as I think it is, I'm not. Items cannot be used beyond this point. Prepare well if you wish to proceed. So again, I can't use items. Past this point, I cannot use any items. So again, this is going to be difficult. No matter what no matter what I do, this is going to be a challenge. And something tells me that no matter what, I'm still going to be hurting. Luckily, it seems pretty linear, so it doesn't really matter in a sense.
Say your prayers.
Try this on for size. Sorry. Where'd you learn that one, Noct?
Again, I'm hoping to get as far down as possible, at the very least. But if this is going to be a challenge, then this is going to be a challenge, and there's no way for me to actually say, you know what, I'm going to be able to get out of this, when honestly, if I can't get out of it, I can't get out of it.
Don't die on me. Watch out! I'll keep you busy. Stay here and rest up.
Oh, don't tell me I'm already there.
Going for it!
Iggy!
Thank you.
Rescue Iggy, pronto!
Never end.
If I'm already dying now, Boy, do I not want to see the rest of this.
Let's do this. Okay. Yeah. See ya. Attention. What?
Guys, can I get some help here? Oh, really? Just load most recent save. I'm gonna try it one more time, I think. After that, I'm just done. It's gonna be a short stream, I guess. Cause man, I should have been a little bit more careful with this. Okay. So it brought me all the way back to the beginning. As it should. Gear. Oh no. Yeah, they didn't give me the gear that I had though.
And that's disgusting. Let's move. Yeah.
And again, because the way there is so long, if I don't survive beyond this, I'm not gonna go and try it again. That just means I need to grind a lot. it must have downloaded in the time that I was doing this. So basically 1.08, the update for FFXV 15 is downloaded or uploaded itself to, whoa, ha, wow, they caught me by surprise. I had no idea what they were. It just like showed up out of nowhere. I'm like, what is this?
Outstanding.
Yep.
Let's go.
Indeed.
And I think I'm going the right way. Yeah, I should be going the right way. It's a pretty long path all the way to where I need to go. I think I hit the only shortcut that is to actually get there. Mega Phoenix. Seems like such a great shot though, too. Boy band mode. Oh, I didn't get to actually get it. Maybe I did, I don't know. Sometimes whenever I screenshot something and it doesn't always screenshot it at that second. I hate to gush over the Switch / Breath of the Wild and everything, but there's a dedicated screenshot button for the Switch, and it's actually pretty good.
This is one of the doors. Gentlemen, do we go in?
As much as I wanted to be a finale, at the same time I should have
Let's hit it.
been grinding. Cannot use any items beyond this point.
Nothing to it.
if only there was a dedicated recover, basically magic or ability that Noctis can do. Like, even if it was just Noctis basically doing that, if it was just Noctis recovering for himself
Cut it
and
out,
healing
man.
himself, even if it was a little by little. Because most of the time I rely on items and everything. So it's not something that I don't really care or like the fact that I do that, but at the same time, there's not really much room. Oh, you know what? Gear Noctis. Go from the Ultima Blade to Ring of Lucii.
Don't worry about me.
Huh.
No one Mr. Nice Guy.
Prompto! Wake up! Prompto!
Let's go, Prompto.
I'm impressed.
It's nothing.
It's cheating the system, but at the same time, I guess.
Problem? Prompto, you're up!
Aw, come on, 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 God, come on! Oh, no, 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 no,
Any
no.
less from you.
Because if anybody catches me, if anybody gets me, I'm completely screwed.
Gotcha.
Prompto!
Prompto special coming up.
Prompto, you're so weird. You're so weird, guy. You're so weird. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to cheat the system and actually do some of that. But for now, I'm gonna go back to the Ultima Blade. Alright, depending on what I am going to be encountering for the next couple of rounds, I should be fine for a little bit. If I have to deal with mind flayers again, then I know a decent well, maybe not a decent strategy, but I know a strategy at the very least that I can use.
Let's clean him up quick. Let's be done with this riffraff. You're on fire today.
And even though I do care more about using
No quarter.
The close range, not the close range attack, but the blink attack. The idea that I can actually hit harder with being in stasis is a lot better though too. And again, back to the Ring of Lucia.
My hero. Don't die on me.
Watch this!
Come on, Prompto.
Nice one, Prompto. It's nothing.
This is so weird. Maybe it was the update with 1.08, but I saw some stuff where it's just like the Ring of Lucia is like super OP. I mean, it's not bad though so far. It's pretty useful in this. Like, I'm attacking people that I don't really need to get too close to.
Pronto, you're up.
Come on, Prompto.
Nice one, Prompto.
Saving Iggy. Trying to stay away.
The game's up.
That was a close one.
Too close for comfort.
I'm comfortable just being alive.
Definitely too close for comfort. Iggy's dying all over. I'm not even sure if Iggy healed me or not.
Nice save. What hit him?
Look where you're going!
Didn't mean to do that.
I don't want to look where I'm going. I don't want to going where I look. Oh, there's way too many.
Say your prayers.
Target the enemy's blind side.
Oh, no, 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 no. This might actually be the end. Iggy! Iggy's down. I'm down.
All right, don't panic. I got you. Don't panic. All better?
I think I might need the ribbon more than anything, honestly.
Nice one, Prompto. It's nothing.
Even though this really won't help, especially this late in. Oh no! Here I am trying to heal myself and bam, these guys get me. Well, at least I died doing that one thing that I loved, being on top of Ignis. Return to title. Okay. So, unfortunately, this is going to be a short stream, but at the same time, I've got a lot of grinding to do, I got a lot of preparing to do, and even though this isn't the final stream for Final Fantasy 15, it's not going to be... This is the final stream for me in the sense that it will be the last stream that I will be doing for Final Fantasy 15 in terms of actually in a schedule. So I will hopefully be either streaming it tomorrow or on Monday night and attempting to finish it off again. I might even just stream me, you know, pretty much preparing for it. But either way, for now, for tonight, I will call it quits just because, again, I know for a fact that I'm not well prepared enough for this actual adventure in a sense. So, that being said, I will be streaming next Friday the first of many Final Fantasy X streams. So, catch me next week, Friday, at around, well, I will be posting up the times later on, or I will be posting up the time later on, probably 2 hours before I actually stream on that Friday. And I will be continuing on with streaming with the new schedule that I'm self-imposing on my own. For Tuesday, it will be Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. For Wednesdays, depending, I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming this week or not, but Wednesdays will be either Overwatch or Resident Evil. It won't always be a stream, it won't always be one or the other. It's just going to be an open night that if I stream, or if I decide to stream, I'll stream one of those two. Thursday will definitely be Nier Automata. I will continue on with the story, and I'll be doing a lot more side quests and such. And of course, like I said, next Friday is going to be the newest installment of Final Fantasy Fridays with Final Fantasy X and the beginning of that journey. Basically going back to my roots because I started off at Final Fantasy X and I cannot wait to actually get my hands back on that adventure. And then after that, on Saturday, it shall be Final Fantasy, jeez. And then on Saturday, it shall be Phantom Pain, or Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. And I'll continue on where I left off. I don't really remember where I left off. I know I was back, the story splits because there's adventures and missions in Afghanistan, and there's some adventures and missions in Africa, and I started that portion of the game, so I should be in the Africa portion of the game. It switches from Afghanistan to Africa to like back to Afghanistan in a sense, because there's missions that actually take place in either Africa or Afghanistan, whichever one. And again, so that will be the streams that I'll be taking on for the next couple of weeks, months possibly, unless there's any change in my schedule. But hopefully for at least for the month of April, that'll be my streaming schedule. Or at least for the next 2 to 3 weeks, because I know that I have C2E2 coming up, so that's something that I'm going to be doing that weekend, or the weekend of the 20th through the 23rd, I think. But beyond that, I think April and May, that'll be tentative. That'll basically be my schedule and the schedule of like what I'm going to be streaming for those days. I'm going to be waiting for Resident Evil to be coming out with its DLC, but beyond that, I think they already dropped pretty much everything, in a sense. Because there's only an alternate / free DLC that's left. I will be streaming more Final Fantasy 15 once they actually drop more of the content, and that's Prompto, and Prompto won't be coming up, or his episode won't be coming up until June, I believe. And for now, I don't have anything else scheduled. I don't have anything else tentative. I don't really feel like I'm gonna be streaming anything else beyond that. So, with that being said, thank you for following along. Thank you for listening in. Thank you for being a part of the stream. And I will be continuing on this adventure either either tomorrow or Monday. And I will hopefully be able to actually finish off this post-game adventure. And again, even though it's not really technically the finale, this is kind of the finale of Final Fantasy 15 in a sense for me in terms of scheduling. So again, with that being said, until next time, and next time it will be Final Fantasy X, and back to my roots, back to the origins of where I started with Final Fantasy. So, until then, I'm Natsu, this is Final Fantasy 15. Good night.